Hi guys and welcome to today's video. I'm Katie. If you're new to my channel, I'm an English literature and philosophy student. And today I'm making a video that's been requested quite a few times about, I don't know, 3 years after, I don't know, it was 3 years? Yeah, 3 or even 4 years. 3 years after I did this myself. And that is all about how to write a personal statement and what to put into it. So I'm going to read you guys my personal statement and react to it. I haven't read it since I sent it off, which was, I'm currently 20, so I would have, I would have sent it off when I was 17 and I'm currently 20, so that's 3 years ago, so I haven't read it in 3 years. I'm gonna tell you kind of what you need to include in it, what's a good idea to include. So start with my personal statement and obviously my application. I got given all 5 offers that I applied for. I applied at Warwick, Queen's, in Belfast, Southampton, Nottingham, and I believe it might have been Exeter. I don't know, somewhere like that. I don't remember because 2 of my options were ones that I just didn't want to go to. Anyway, so obviously this is a personal statement for English Lit and Philosophy, so it might be able to help you guys who are applying for that kind of subject. So I'm going to react to it as well. I'm going to read it to you now. I'm excited about studying philosophy and English literature at university. I really enjoy both classroom and independent study at A-level and I'm eager to extend my learning. Brilliant start. I don't know whether that sounds like I'm interested. Sorry if you keep hearing banging, it'll be the doors downstairs. I'm assuming someone just got home. My family has strong moral and ethical values. My father is an aid worker and my values are important to me. Philosophy and English literature have given me the skills to articulate and defend personal choices such as my vegetarianism, to think critically about questions such as how do we behave morally, and to be more persuasive when discussing global issues such as the Syrian refugee crisis. So, you know, get a little bit of like actual personal info in there. Yeah. Just talk about, I guess I was just talking about how the subjects have helped me develop as a person so far in life. How do we behave morally is still a big question. The next bit. I came to love English literature relatively late, which is true. I said this in a video, I don't know if it will go up before or after this. My year 9 teacher was inspirational and once I learned to analyse text, I was hooked. Again, true. I didn't like English lit until year 9 and then my year 10 teacher also kind of taught me how to analyse text and it's the analysing that I really enjoy. My biggest passion is Shakespeare. I adore the language, was enthralled by my first visit to the RSC to see As You Like It, and I'm constantly amazed by his influence on modern English. Enthralled is a big word that I don't think I've ever used anywhere other than in this. It's definitely not something I would use today. In contrast, I'm fascinated by the complexity and motives of the characters in Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights and have enjoyed exploring the idea of Heathcliff as a Byronic hero. I was just throwing in what I was studying at the time, if I'm honest. Wuthering Heights is an interesting one. I didn't enjoy it when I first read it, but yeah, and then once we started analysing it, I did really enjoy it. But yeah, definitely include what you're currently studying and why you enjoy it and what you're learning from it. I find philosophy and English literature complement each other well. Close reading and essay writing skills are required for both and I take great delight in identifying the perfect quotation. I think whilst I was doing A-levels I was really obsessed with quotes. Like majorly obsessed with quotes. I had all of the quotes from all of the books that I was studying written down in like multicoloured. I just loved them. I am reading about Aquinas' natural law in Peter Vardy's The Puzzle of Ethics. I never finished this book, I just read certain sections of it. And I probably still have it here at uni. I'm almost certain I brought it with me. Yes, I can see it on my bookshelf over there. Definitely brought it with me. I really enjoyed studying virtue ethics and Kant's deontology and look forward to exploring further moral theories. I attended a university lecture at one of my local unis on one of my favourite books, Sebastian Faulk's Birdsong. It was particularly poignant to study World War I literature during the commemoration of the centenary of the outbreak of the war. Yet it is the love story that engages me most directly, painting a realistic view of forbidden love and of characters settling for comfort, not passion. Again, really true, we studied World War I literature in year 12, but personally I'm more attracted to the romance in novels. That's kind of why I like English lit, because I like reading about romance. I've sought out opportunities to see Shakespeare in the theatre, including Henry V at the RSC, Romeo and Juliet at my local theatre at home, and a live to cinema broadcast of the RSC's Othello. I absolutely love the RSC. If you ever get the chance to go or watch one of their live to cinemas, I definitely recommend it. I've watched loads more since then. Outside of my studies, I have undertaken voluntary work for the PR and internal communications teams at Save the Children, writing press releases and reports. Part-time job at a GP surgery funds theatre visits and seeing bands, 2 of which I've reviewed as a local Guardian young reporter. Yeah, I did you did like 4 months of writing articles for our local Guardian paper. That was really cool. That was a really good thing to like put on your CV and stuff. I hope to study abroad for a year, ideally in the USA, to enrich my education with a different cultural viewpoint. I want to learn from people such as Hugh LaFollette, whose views on intimates versus strangers I find fascinating, and to study moral issues such as the right to bear arms alongside American students, so that I can better appreciate the values as well as the politics of a country whose role in world affairs is so important. This is also true. I'm currently applying for my semester abroad in the USA, and actually I'm really glad that I dug up this personal statement, because I can write that in my application, that I'd put it in my personal statement, so it's something I've wanted for a long time. They can check and see that that is true. But yeah, definitely tell them what you want to get out of your degree. Obviously I'm going to get to this all later once I've finished reading this. I am a committed participant in my school community, where I have mentored young students, led the lower school girls choir, and raised over £1,000 for our sixth form centre appeal by organising a quiz night for students, staff and parents, which is probably one of my greatest achievements to date. That's a lot of money, putting a lot of work into that fundraiser. I say me and my mum put a lot of work into that fundraiser. It was really good fun, really good fun. I was appointed sixth form house coordinator, leading students in the house events, which the school never did anything with, actually, recollecting. I do not remember that being a thing. Yeah, we were given jobs and obviously nothing ever came out of it because I had completely forgotten I'd been given that role. But if you've got a role at school, make sure you put it in. In my spare time, I took part in a week-long offshore sailing expedition for my Duke of Edinburgh Silver Award and my Royal Yachting Association Competent Crew certificate, and I'm teaching myself to play guitar. But I never completed my silver G of E just because I had a lot of other stuff going on at the time. But yeah, I do have my comp crew, and I also did teach myself how to play guitar. I really want to bring my guitar up to uni and continue teaching myself, because I really haven't done any since like year 12, just because I was so busy and like a lot of stuff was going on with my health and stuff. But yeah, you want to make sure that you're showing universities that you have interests outside of academia, just so that they know you're a well-rounded person. Then obviously this bit's like specific to me. I kind of had to put this in. Due to my illness, I was forced to miss some of my AS lessons, which had an impact on my grades last summer. However, I am now recovering and working hard towards achieving my target grades. Most people won't have to put that in, but I needed to explain why my grades weren't what my target grades were. And then last paragraph, university is the next step towards achieving my life goals. I want a career where I can contribute to making the world a kinder, more tolerant and compassionate place, and leaning towards communications, public relations or journalism. Studying philosophy and English literature will help to shape my ideas, give me the opportunity to work alongside like-minded people and equip me with essential critical thinking and communications. Yay! That was my personal statement. So on to the tips part of this video. Personal statement, I believe this is still the case, is 4,000 characters, which is approximately 500 words, which looks something like this. A page and 3 lines basically, which isn't that much, but at the same time I think you don't want to like blabber and waffle too much, so it's good that it's kind of strict. Things you want to make sure you put in it are any skills and experience you have that is relevant. So if you're analytical, if you, I don't know, if you're applying for maths and you know all of the prime numbers in your head off the top of your head, that kind of thing. Although that's not a very good example, but skills and experience that's relevant to the degree you want to do. So yeah, if you wanted to do veterinary nursing or something like that, saying that you work in a vet part-time is relevant experience that you should talk about. Then obviously you should say why you're applying and your future aspirations and interests. So why I was applying, I really enjoy English Lit and philosophy, and it's definitely like I need a degree to get to where else I want to go in life, and my aspirations at the time, which work in communications, public relations or journalism, which hasn't changed that much. I think I want to work in marketing, the communication side of marketing. You need to talk about why you're a suitable candidate. So again, you say why you're interested in it, what you've done kind of outside of school that's related to the degree you want to do, if that makes sense. So like I said, I love going to theatre, watching Shakespeare, that kind of thing is adding to it, and that's why I'm suitable. Obviously any extracurriculars, as I said, to make sure they know you're a well-rounded person, so I put in the sailing, guitar, the fact that I go to like concerts and the theatre and stuff shows that I have more to my life than just academia. Then you also want to put in any job/volunteering you've gone, because that shows commitment to something other than school. Volunteering makes you look like a good person, because everyone should volunteer at some point in their life because it's good to help other people. I feel like that's all of the tips I've kind of got for you. If you've got any questions, do leave them down below or contact me via Twitter or Instagram. Those are both also linked down below. Whilst you're here, don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button that's down here somewhere, and I will see you in my next video. Beep, beep, beep.